Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now popping in for the Blessed Business Tribe. Now I want to share with you how you can make you an extra $10,000 this year. And now I just picked 10,000 just because I like that number, but it could be 1,000, it could be 100,000. And the reason why I say that is because once you have the blueprint, then nothing else matters. Like once you have that foundation, then you just build on that. And that's what a lot of people don't really understand is the difference between someone who makes 1 million and someone who makes 1,000. Sometimes it's just time, reach, exposure. So you have to have your foundation. And when you have your foundation, you have your structure that you can build upon. Then that's when you understand that as you grow, as you gain more followers, as your brand gets more exposure, then you end up making more money. And let me help you understand that. I work way less now than I used to work when I started out. But when I started out, I only had Facebook friends, not Facebook followers. Then I went to Twitter and I had 34 Twitter followers. Then I got on a Facebook page. Then I got on Instagram. Then I got on YouTube. So in doing these things, I had everything that I have today. But the reason why in year one that I counted what I earned while I was working a job and doing this on the side, the reason why I made 36,000 that year versus making seven figures now is just the size of my brand, size, how many supporters I have. And so once you get the foundation and you figure out, okay, this is how I'm going to make money. Once you identify that this is how you're going to make money, then you just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. So, what you have to think about is just one thing that you can do. And when you start with that one thing, then that will spawn off into other things. And so, if that one thing is cooking, if that one thing is cleaning, if that one thing is sewing, drawing, creating, organizing, serving, come up with that one thing that you want to do or you love to do or that will make you come alive. You can literally say, hey, I wanted to be a veterinarian, but it didn't work out. I love animals. And if I love animals, I want to be able to walk people's dogs. And that'll kind of give me my little fix of not being able to be a veterinarian because I wasn't that good in school, but I love animals. I still can walk dogs. And while I'm walking the dog, I also can train the dog because I understand the dog. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my state website and I'm going to create an LLC. In the state of Florida, that's $125. Then when they email me and say your LLC, your company has been incorporated in the state, click this link to go to the IRS website. I'm going to click that link, go to the IRS website, put in that information, and I'm going to get my EIN, my employee identification number. Now I'm set up. I have a business. I have an EIN. That EIN is like a business social security number. After I do that, I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to go to a credit union and I'm going to open up a business account because it's free at a credit union. If I don't care about paying $12 to $20 a month, then I'll just go to a big Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, what have you. And now I have a business bank account. In addition to the business bank account, I'm then going to go to square.com, and their site was squareup.com. and I'm going to create an account on Square and enter my business name, my EIN. Then I'm going to go to PayPal and I'm going to enter my business name and information on PayPal. So now I have Square and I have PayPal. This will allow me to email or text message invoices that can be clicked and paid by a debit or credit card. So this will make my clients paying me very easy. Next, I'm going to go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and I'm going to type in logo, and I'm going to hire someone who has 5-star reviews and they charge $5 to create a logo. I'm going to give them my idea for my logo, but I'm also going to say use your creative gift to create if you have something better than what I just submitted. If I have a sample or like a reference logo, I'm going to send that so they can see the space I'm trying to be in. Then I'm going to get my logo. After getting my logo, I'm going to go back on Fiverr, and in the top, I'm going to type in business cards, and I'm going to find someone for $5 to design a business card. Then after I get my business card designed, I've spent $10 on this site. Then I'm going to go to Vistaprint, and I'm going to Google business cards for cheap. And I'm going to find a site like Vistaprint, Vistaprint.com, like Vistaprint, or a competitor who has like 1,000 cards for $100. And I'm going to upload the front and back of my card if I have a 2-sided card, and I'm going to get those cards printed. Now that I have these cards printed, I'm going to go to GoDaddy and I'm going to get my .com. And my .com, if my company's .com is not available, so when you form your company, you can get your .com at that point as well. But if it's not available, then I can use my name, TonyGaskins.com or Tony'sDogWalking.com. You can be creative. People will they'll be able to go to your website, and technically, if you want them to check out your website, then move this step up. A lot of people don't use a website when they're using business cards because a website is more so digital marketing and paid ads, and then a business card is more so in-person marketing. So it's like grassroots marketing. So you put your phone number on there and your email address, but having a website, it just establishes a web presence, and it increases the amount that you can charge because now you have a little bit of everything. I'm going to go to GoDaddy.com and I'm going to type in the domain name, the .com that I want. When it's available, when I find one that's available, I'm going to buy it. Just buy it for a year if that's all you can afford. If you can afford 2 years, that's fine. Don't do any of the add-ons. The only other add-on I would do is the free website for 30 days. And then after that, you pay. I'm going to get the website that they offer. It's a website builder. After I've paid for the domain, which may be $11.99, unless you add on more years, then I'm going to click the button where it says create your website or start designing your website. When I click that, it's going to walk me through step by step. Like, what industry are you in? I'm going to find dog walker or services or some type of industry that's a service-based business. And then I'm going to choose a template. And then with that template, all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the site that they give me. And I'm just, wherever they have words, I'm going to click the words. And if I want to change it, I'm going to change it. If I like what they have, I'm going to keep it. If I like their picture, I'm going to keep it. If I don't like the picture, I'm going to click on the picture. The edit button will come up and they'll have a gallery of other pictures. If I don't see a picture I like, then I'm going to take a picture from my phone. If I have a picture, I'll have someone take a picture of me walking the dog, and then I will upload that picture. If I don't have any pictures, then I'm going to go to stockphoto.com and I'm going to type in dog walker, and I'm going to grab pictures of different dog walkers, dog walking pictures, stock photos, and I'm going to pay the $8 for the large size photo, and I'm going to get these pictures and I'm going to save them and go back to the web design of GoDaddy, and I'm going to upload these pictures. And they will, GoDaddy, the website builder, has different services. So if you want to add in a calendar, if you want to add in a payment system, you can add in these different buttons. And it's really just reading, just taking your time and reading. It's not hard. I don't have a degree in none of this stuff. I've built several sites. I've even built sites for clients. And it's just reading and clicking. Just be patient, take your time. Critical thinking, deductive reasoning. It's not hard. Trust me, it's not hard. And then once you do it for yourself, you now can charge other friends and family who see you start your business. You can charge them $500 to do their website. Or you could charge them $500 and then go to Fiverr and type in website and have someone else build it for 100, 150, and then you profit the difference. Now you have another side business on top of your dog walking business. Now I want you to interchange this for whatever type of business you want to do. If you want to sew, if you want to cook, whatever you want to do, just interchange it, but it all goes the same way. And then after I have my website, and I can launch without a website. So if you don't want a website or you can't afford it, I'm going to take my business cards and I'm going to go through the neighborhood. If I live in a neighborhood, if I live in an apartment complex, and I'm going to put a card in everybody's hand that I see walking in the streets and out and about. And I may break the law and put a card in their mailbox. If that's against the law, then I may be breaking the law, but don't take that chance if you're not an outlaw like myself. If I can't do that, I may slip it in their door, or I'll put it somewhere, or I'll just make sure I go outside for like an hour a day and I'm walking around and I'm catching people as they're getting out of their cars, getting in their cars. If I'm in a complex, apartment complex, and I'm putting cards in people's hands. And anywhere and everywhere I go that's in a vicinity, like 5 mile radius, 10 mile maybe at the most from my house, I'm passing out cards. The next thing I'm doing is just using organic marketing, meaning I'm going to post my business card on my Facebook page to my friends and family and say, hey, if you know anybody need a dog walker, share this with them. And I'm going to post it on my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my TikTok, whatever social media I use, my YouTube. And I'm going to bring in organic traffic. I'm going to get organic traffic. And just by doing those steps, I'm going to get 1 to 10 clients just from those steps alone. Between friends, family, word of mouth, just organic networking, I'm going to get 1 to 10 clients. And then when I get that one client, I'm going to go above and beyond with that one client. And I'm also going to ask that client, hey, if you have any friends or family, let them know about me, and I'll give you a discount on your next month. And I'm going to send them either an invoice from Square or PayPal. PayPal, you can create a subscription button. So you can just YouTube how to create a subscription button on PayPal, or you can search it when you log into PayPal. That subscription button allows you, and Square may have the same thing. It allows you to email a link, they click it, and let's say it's $100 a month. It'll come out on the same day that they sign up. So if they sign up on the 7th, on the 7th of every month, that $100 will come out automatically. That way you don't have to worry about them forgetting. You don't have to hound them, and that's a subscription. If you want to do a one-off, then you could just have them pay you through Cash App, Zelle, Venmo each time you do it. Some people don't like subscriptions, but if they're good for the money, then okay, cool. And you let them know that any friends or family they have, you would love to connect with them. The other thing that you want to do is, by going above and beyond, you want to put a bow in the dog's hair. You want to buy a bag of treats and leave the treats, somewhere in the house on the counter where the dog can't get it now, or give it to the owner. You want to just spend that little extra, do that little extra. Go on Etsy, ETSY.com. If you don't know how to sew or make any custom products, go on Etsy and buy the dog a collar, a new collar, or a bib, or a sweater, or t-shirt. So now you go above and beyond. You're doing something that people love. Gifts, people love surprises, people love people who go the extra mile. So now this person is your client is going to rave about you and tell everybody about you, and they're also never going to fire you because you go the extra mile. So from there, you have organic marketing, and just that alone is going to get you enough clients to where you're going to be able to sustain. But if you want to take it to the next level, a portion of the money that you make, you can take that money and reinvest that money. So you go to your Instagram business page and you create an Instagram business page, and you create a Facebook page, the page where people click like or follow, and you combine those pages. Now, what you want to do is you want to have one email that you're using across the board, so you don't have to be bouncing all around unless you need to separate it. But you'll have dogwalking at gmail.com, your business at gmail.com, and that's what you use to sign up these different accounts. And now you connect your Instagram and your Facebook. You can go to Fiverr and put social media ad, and you spend $5 to have a card made, a graphic. You upload that to Instagram. It also you also share it on Facebook at the same time, simultaneously, because you can connect the pages. Then you just go back to your Instagram and you click boost post, and you boost the post. You can select the city. So if you are in Dunwoody, if you are in Phoenix, you select the city, and you can also add interest. You can put dogs. So people who say they love dogs, and they have that in their profile, which you may not need to put that, because if they put that in their profile, they probably want to walk their own dog. So you can select the city, select the age range. Okay, who owns a house in your city? Probably not a 25-year-old. And who's going to hire you as a dog walker? It could be the man or the woman. So you could select Dunwoody. I don't even know what Dunwoody is. I think it's Georgia. I'm just making up a name. No, I don't live there. People are like, oh, Tony, you live in Dunwoody? No, I don't. You can select Dunwoody, and then you select age 35 to 65, or you can select 40 to 65. Or if you want to help do this for older people, and you can do different ads, and then you select your budget. You can put a max budget of $300, $100, or you put a daily budget, and it's an ongoing thing. And you connect it to your PayPal account, because this was where you can connect this to your PayPal account. So the money just pulls from your PayPal account. You can either leave money in there, or you connect your bank account in your PayPal. You add your bank account to your PayPal so that it gives you some time. So when it pulls from PayPal, if the money's not in your PayPal, it's then going to pull to your bank. So then you can transfer money over when you see the pull, or you can transfer money over, or go deposit money, put money in there. But it gives you like a day window to where if you don't have the money, you can go get the money real quick and put it in there. And so now you can boost that ad, and it's going to be showing up one person at a time, everybody in Dunwoody. And it's going to say learn more or book now. You choose what button you want when you're setting up this boost. Now, this could get a lot more complex, and companies charge thousands of dollars to do this in the ad manager, but it's not necessary. I've made money off of just boosting a post because it works the same way essentially. And they'll see book now. When they click book now, you have it set to where it goes to your website. And This isn't complex because the ad walks you through it. It'll say, what do you want to do? Get profile visits, get website visits, and you select website visits. And then it said, what site do you want them to go to? You type in your website, and there you go. You're done. It's set up for us. It's set up for us to be able to do it ourselves and not have to pay thousands of dollars a month for a social media management company to do it. It's not worth it. And even if you want to do it like a real company does it, you still can go on YouTube and say how to set up an ad in Ad Manager on Facebook, and somebody is on there walking you right through it. And now you're boosting the ad. So now this is going beyond just your word of mouth, you handing out cards, friends and family recommendations. Now you're getting other people in your city who have never heard of you, they don't know you, but they see that you have a business Instagram, you have a business Facebook, you have a custom made flyer that is boosted as a sponsored ad. So when they see it on their timeline, it's going to say sponsored. So what that says is this company has money. This company is successful and they're making money because they're paying to have this shown to me, and I don't know who they are. So I'm going to look into them because I'm actually getting ready to go on vacation for 2 weeks, and I need somebody to come walk my dog 3 times a day. And boom, now you have somebody. But now not only you have that one person, several other people will see it based on the budget that you set. Spend the max that you can spend without going broke, without really feeling it. Spend the max that you can spend. The minimum was $3 a day. Not sure if it has changed or decreased to $1 a day because they need to make more money and they were cutting people out. But boom, right there, now you have that next level. Also, don't be afraid to be conventional. A lot of times people assume that, you riding in the car and you listen to the radio and you hear this ad come on from, 411 pain, 811 pain, such and such, all these ads, and you're jotting down numbers and you calling people, and you're like, man, I wish I could be big enough to be on the radio. When you go to your radio station's website, when you go to whatever it is, 91.9.com or whatever, at the bottom, when you scroll down, it's going to say advertise with us. And at the very bottom, they have a bunch of little links. It's going to say advertise with us. When you click on advertise with us, it's going to take you to a page, and it's going to show you morning drive, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. 30-second ad is $90. Afternoon drive, midday. It's going to show you the different show times, the different lengths, 15 second, 30 second, 60 second, 90 second, and it's going to show you the price. When you click contact us or get a proposal, you can do 10 ads for $250, $25 a pop on a certain section. There's always somebody listening because it's either truck drivers, it's either overnight people who are working overnight, working a graveyard shift. There's always somebody listening to the radio. So it's just, again, more awareness, more exposure. Also, when you pass by the bus stop bench, you're going to see an empty bus stop bench that says advertise here. Call that number. A lot of times you can get that bus stop bench for $60, $90, $100, $300 most. Big cities, of course, it may be $900 for the month. But if you say, listen, I just got my tax return, or my people supporting me, my husband, my wife, my mom, my daddy, they're going to support me. So I'm going to get $900. I'm going to get a friendly loan, $900. I'm going to get this bus stop bench for a month. And if you're going to get a bus stop bench, the people who riding the bus don't have the money to pay you to walk their dog. So you got to get a bus stop bench that's situated right at a light to where it's a stoplight. So the person at the stoplight, we all look left and right. So we're going to read that sign right there. Also, when you see a billboard that says advertise here, go to that company or Google that company, clearchannel.com or whatever it may be. And then in certain areas, them billboards will be as cheap as $300 for a month. Some may have a 3-month, window. Now, of course, they get up to $3,000 a month, but that's on a main huge highway, and it's not that serious if your business is not, if you walking dogs or just, what have you. But this is things you can do. Like, let's say you want to make $10,000 from your book. You can take this same approach with your book, and you could get a billboard for your book. And you can do 1 month or do 3 months and use your credit card, use your tax return, use a little friendly loan. And a lot of people not, with the friendly loans, the credit cards and all that. Listen, bump all that. Bump all that. Do what you got to do to get on out here and make some of this here money. Because a lot of people, they trying to tell you don't do this, don't do that, and they setting you up for failure because you got to be willing to take a chance if you're willing trying to get there. Risk and reward. Understand that right there. So listen to me. Just a step-by-step little process. It's not hard. You just got to put one foot in front of the other. And at the end of the day, this is what I'll tell you. At the end of the day, don't spend a lot of money on a course. Don't spend a lot of money on a course. Don't spend a lot of money on coaching. My coaching sessions have closed, but if you already a client of mine, I did a special for $250 an hour, which is insane because people at, my brand level charging $1,000 and up. But still, if you can go on mymentor.life and get a business coach for $25 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour, sometimes just one session will get your brain to going so much to where, and if you need a business coaching session, I've closed my sessions. But if you got to this point in the video, then you really serious about this thing. If you have not done a session with me or signed up for a session in the first quarter of the month, being that I'm saying this and just being that I hate to leave people hanging and leave people just getting taken advantage of, because there's people who do what I do. Here I am charging $250 an hour, and that hour is a long time. That hour is a long time. And I really can't do that. That's why I had to close my session, because I really don't have the time to do it. So this is what I'm gonna do. If you need some help, we'll do a 30-minute session. We'll do a 30-minute session, and we'll do it for half of the special that people got. So 125. And listen, I don't have this kind of time, but one thing I am is I'm passionate about seeing people walk in their purpose, live their dreams, make them some extra money. So if you're serious about this, then just email in to support@TonyGaskins.com. Support@TonyGaskins.com. If you forget it, just go to my Instagram and click email. That email comes to support@TonyGaskins.com. And just say, hey, I would like to request an invoice based on the video I seen for 30 minutes, $125. Got to be very specific so we know what you're talking about. I'll see it, and I'll send you a PayPal invoice that you can click and pay by debit or credit card, so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's going to say log in, but again, with everything you do, I want you to focus on reading. Focus on reading. Don't be afraid to read. It's going to say log in, and you're like, I don't have a PayPal account. He want me to log in. I got to create a PayPal account just to pay this invoice. Right up under the login, there is a blue link that says pay by card. When you click that link, then it's going to bring up a card field, and then you enter your card and pay just like that. That'll be a first hand where you get to see exactly how it works. And then after you pay, then just email in, hey, here's a screenshot of my receipt, just paid. Can you send me the link to his calendar? And then boom, you'll get the link to my calendar. And then you'll be able to book your session. It'll say 1 hour, unless I create a new link that says 30 minutes. It'll say 1 hour, but we know it's 30 minutes now. Don't try to, and then in your notes, you got to write 30-minute session. And if in case it say 1 hour, this right here is the lesson in training in integrity. Because you're like, ooh, all right, well, 30 minutes, I got an hour. That right there lets you know your business is going to fail. Your business is going to fail, and you also going to hell. And hate to have that right there rhyme, but I just want to let you know that that's what happened to people without integrity. So it's important to have integrity in business. It's important to have service. It's important to operate in purpose. Like right now, what I just did, I know I'm going to regret it. I know I'm going to regret it. From the first person sign up, I'm going to regret it. It was like, Tony, you already strung out. You already at your wit's end. Why in the world did you just open up and offer some more session when you just closed your sessions now? But it's a sense of purpose. It's a sense of due diligence. It's a sense of obligation. Like, hey, I got to be here to help. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, what I do is not, I wouldn't say it's easy, but to earn a living and to be able to take care of my family, on the level that I'm taking care of them, and now I have a college degree, and now I have a mentor, and now I have a team. It just in me, I just want everybody to have that same kind of life. Like I want, like we taking my son to London for soccer. If your son, your daughter play soccer and that opportunity come through your city, I want you to be able to afford to take them to London to train for a couple weeks. Like I want you to be able to do that. Like we getting ready to do a trip right now for Bali on a retreat. The thing sold out in an hour, 24 people, but it was a lot of hopefuls, a lot of wishfuls. Now some people had some life issues come up, but then a lot of it was financial. Just can't afford it anymore. Like it's not affordable. The market, the economy, the inflation, can't afford a flight and to finish paying for the trip. So I think 10 spots came open. I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video if if you got it like that and you blessed and you can make it to Bali with us June 2nd to the 9th. My wife can't make it now because she got to head over to London with our son, and then I'm flying from Bali to London. But for what I'm doing, and I've booked my flight to Bali already, and from Bali to London already, and we got to book the return before we leave because you got to show a return flight before you leave um, from London back home. But I want that's not easy. It's not easy, and it costs, and it costs. And I'm like, well, who am I? Who am I? I ain't no different than anybody else. So it's like if the Lord done put me in a position to be able to do this, we got to get everybody in that position to be able to do that. And so that's why I'm giving you this simple game. But a lot of people think it's rocket science. It's not. What I just shared with you is all I did. That's all I did to become a millionaire. That's all I did. Just put my gifts out there one step at a time, market my gifts one step at a time, get the foundation, and then just build on that. Hey, this Tony Gaskins, I just gave you a little class. It was a little class. I ain't even realized that it went 32 minutes. Hopefully the sound wasn't scratching up on my shirt too much. But this shirt I got on, you see this whole thick, good quality shirt now. Now this gonna be a unisex shirt. This really might be a men's shirt, but we're gonna call it unisex. When I drop these shirts now, it's gonna have a little patch on there. It'll have my little logo, not my name, but my little patch on there with a little word on it. That's gonna motivate you. I want you to wear this here. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it for you here soon now. But again, like what I'm telling you, that's entrepreneurship. That's building. Like I went, I got this shirt. When I create the line, this shirt, I'm gonna do some shorts, I'm gonna do some hoodies. When I create the line, after I create the line, I'm gonna do a course on how I created my clothing line. And I'm gonna do the screen share, and I'm gonna walk you through, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I did so you could do the same thing for whatever you're trying to sell online or in person. Point blank period. It is Tony Gaston. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Links that you need will be in the description, so check there. You'll see what you need. We'll talk soon.